Happy Monday to you guys, and welcome to this week's Game Over news. Today we are talking about an Avenger who loves all things Nintendo, GameStop not closing their retail stores when perhaps maybe they should, and how an increase of employees at Monolith Soft has an impact on the Breath of the Wild sequel. Before we get to the news, last week I asked who your favorite side character in a Zelda game is, to which Zelda Lena answered that Colin from Twilight Princess is their favorite, but also a real from Wind Waker. I understand, it's kind of hard to choose, there's a lot of good side characters. This week I want to ask which Zelda game is your go-to in the series when, say, you have to stay at home for a while. Let me know in the comment section below and I might read one of your answers next week, and I'll let you know my answer to this question at the end of the video. With that, I am your host, the Geek Apprentice. Now let's get to the news. If you are a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then you probably know the character Captain Marvel. But did you know that the actress who portrays her, Brie Larson, is a huge Nintendo fan? It's true, she even posted a picture of herself with the special edition Animal Crossing Switch, which people only buy those for two reasons. One, because they're a dedicated fan and happen to be able to purchase it because it costs money, or because they're pawning it off and making money off of it, which is not okay, I think, but that's just me. She has also mentioned a few times that she would love to be in a Metroid movie, but now saying Animal Crossing, I think she wants to be in a Nintendo movie, or she would be up for it, at least. That just goes to show you that Nintendo fans are everywhere, and they come in many different shapes, sizes, and professions. At this point in the United States and many other areas around the world, but even more so, a lot of retail shops are not even allowed to be open anymore unless they are selling essential items, or if they don't have essential items, they can do deliveries but nothing else. Well, GameStop recently made an announcement that they are remaining open because they believe they are essential. This was naturally interpreted as them saying video games are an essential, which, I'm not gonna lie, I did cancel my Amazon pre-order of Animal Crossing because it said it was gonna be delayed and I wanted to play it the day of, so I opted for a digital download, though I wanted the physical copy. But had I not been able to play it the day of, that wouldn't have been the end of the world, though I'm not gonna lie, video games are a great way to spend your time when you might be quarantined. While it is likely that GameStop was meaning that microphones and cameras are now necessary, seeing as many people are having to work from home, that still wouldn't classify them as an essential, a life essential, such as soap, food, water. Sure, you might need a microphone and web camera to work from home, but it's still not an essential to living. It might be an essential for your job, but not an essential for living. In fact, some even wondered if maybe the reason GameStop did this was because they didn't want to lose the sale for Animal Crossing and Doom. Because places like Target, Amazon, and Walmart, yeah, they can afford to lose the pre-orders, but places like GameStop, not as much, so this may have been their attempt to still garner some business. However, it was kind of at the expense of the health safety of their employees. Yes, they did enact that code that now only like 10 people at a time can be in, but I highly doubt they are planning on cleaning every little thing that each customer touches before another customer comes in. It just wasn't the smartest move. Understandable, not the smartest. But whatever your thoughts on this, none of us know the entire story or all of the reasoning. I'm sure they had the best of intentions because everyone's trying to survive, especially small businesses that are retail, but maybe this wasn't the best way to do it. For those who don't know, the company Monolith Soft has had a big hand in certain Zelda games such as Skyward Sword, A Link Between Worlds, and Breath of the Wild. With that in mind, we know they must be working under Nintendo for the sequel to Breath of the Wild. When the company first began several years ago, they had around 70 employees, but now they are estimated to have over 200. With such a large team, there's no questioning that they are definitely working on the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but also other Zelda games as well. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we are very much looking forward to seeing what they have been developing. And that is all for this week's news. Be sure to subscribe, join the Discord, and follow GameOver on both Instagram and Twitter. My answer to this week's question is that while Wind Waker is definitely my favorite Zelda game, Breath of the Wild is my go-to for just killing time, especially with the open world and freedom of exploration. It's the perfect game for that kind of time killer. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week.